Mic here. Is this thing on? Hello, everyone. Welcome to my pop-up live Thursday night jewelry. I promised my regular buyers last week's sale. Guys, Tanya, thank you so much. I totally appreciate you cutting your list and coming in. Oh, hi, Doug. Welcome back. You've been gone for a while. While you guys talk and say hello to everyone. Kirsten, going to make it brief on an hour. You don't want to step on your buy it now. Let's see, where am I? My live hasn't come up yet. See, I see Tanya's. It's on a serious lag, which is very annoying. Oh, there I am. Now I can see the chat because I'm recording from my phone, so I can only see part of the chat. Let me go back and say hello to everyone. Caught some of you. Hi, Pandora, Ramel, however you say it. I always screw it up. Lori, Christina, Bishka. I said hi to Doug. Hi again. Kirsten, Vanessa. Let's see, Colleen, Janice, Francis Barlow. Oh, thank God I have a mod in here. You know what? Let me hit on Vanessa here. And we're going to make her a moderator too, because I think she'll smack those bots. Where's Tanya at? We'll make her one too. All right. Add moderator. There we go. Did I miss Barb? Guys, this is on a Terry. Hello. Yep, Barbara Malvena. Yep, is that right? Sylvie, Mary D, Ashley. I mean, you guys are the usual suspects. Sorry to say. Okay, this is impromptu. I'm going to have to look at the chat because I want you guys to throw your questions out at me. Oh, every time I touch my phone, it wants to like time somebody out. I don't want to time anybody out. Bots, that's about it. No, I know some buyers are out there, and you definitely want to know what the skinny is. So y'all are going to need to ask me questions. I don't want to just start preaching and telling you things. Should we start with what I have here? Ooh, my phone is precarious. There we go. It was a little precarious on that. Y'all are still saying hello. Say hello. Get your hellos out. Hello, Maria. Hey, DB. Who the H am I talking about? What do you mean, Vanessa? What are you talking about? gosh, my stupid phone. Oh, thumbs ups would be appreciated. Oh, okay, Vanessa. But I bet Gina did something. She's probably texting you some odd message. I told her I speak her cryptic Siri speech, the way she speaks into her phone, and it always comes up really odd. But I can speak it now. I can add it to my list of languages. Vanessa types random things. Oh, okay. Well, it's all right to be random. Being boring. I've got a pile of pieces over here, and to explain or talk about whatever. I'm not going to touch my phone, but for some reason I touched the stupid, you know how it'll switch to the filters, and now that's come up. So I'm not going to touch it again. So piles are great. Yeah, there is a pile. I mean, I'll swing it over there. Don't want to make you seasick. No, Vanessa is never boring. I've never seen her boring. Let me look at the chat here. Oh my. All right. Now how's the camera set up? Can you all see everything? Is it clear enough? Bright enough? That looks a little bit fuzzy. If I pick a piece up, see how well we can get it in there. Come on. Now that's coming in pretty clear. How do you tell the difference between amber? Oh, real and fake amber. The way I tell the difference between real and fake amber, there were a lot of tests. Excuse me, I'm froggy. I did take a nap. It is after midnight here. One of the first ways you can tell, obviously. Oh, it's so bright in here, dear gosh. Is to use a UV light and it'll glow. Oh my God, those, what? My pink nails. Oh, I know. Barbie. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was thinking. I know you love pink though, Vanessa. I use a UV light anyway, and the amber, real amber, will glow. Now, I think it was Anna Vintage Galore that had a sort of amber special on. Thank you. And you know, she did a great job of identifying, and you know, she used the salt water technique, and she talked about the hot pin technique. On my own ring, which I had up for offer last week. Where the heck? And I'm so glad that it didn't sell. Now, I buy a lot of my amber, well, I can't say all of it, but a lot of my amber from a Polish amber dealer. And I will buy literally a couple handfuls of rings and pieces at a time. So I've come to trust him, and I didn't look over this piece. Someone has taken, gosh, let me take the ring off. Someone's taken, and they did a hot pin test on this. Let me find it. If it'll come in. I really had to look at it. There's a pin mark in this. So someone tested this with a hot pin, but on the top of the bloody stone. So if you're going to hot pin something and you can't do it from the back side, then you at least want to go, as close as you can to the rim. And be honest to God, could not believe it. Oh, who else has a question? No. Difference between natural and synthetic ruby. Sorry, you're not interrupting, honey. I can go to that and come right back to it. Difference you would tell a synthetic stone from a natural stone is pretty easy. And it's a cheap, scientific microscope that you can find in thrift shops. They sell them for kids. And the way you tell the difference, this is a natural tanzanite. The way you would be able to tell the difference between any natural or synthetic stone is under the microscope. You can see either inclusions, which, unless it's a perfect gemstone, this one's very close. You're going to see natural inclusions that occur in the stone, little white marks or dark marks or, little flecks. And in a synthetic stone, you'll see actual what they're called growth rings, like a tree. And up through the stone, you'll see these marks like rings coming up through the stone. That's absolutely the easiest way to tell a synthetic from a natural. I don't have a presidium. Honestly, I wouldn't own one because they're very unreliable. I'm sorry, Tanya, because I know you just bought one. I use a diamond tester from Amazon, and it tells me all I need to know because I know a stone by sight. And that's my next point. You have to really look at jewelry and, have someone show you what's real and what's synthetic, and glass is always colder. That's how I tell glass from, a natural stone. Send it back. I think I need to follow chat a little bit closer. Oh, send it back to her. Oh, send back her presidium. No. It does help. It really does help. The presidium, if it is, they're so funny, and they're not always reliable. And I mean, Tanya, you handle so much jewelry that I would love to like sit with you and teach you all of these stones. I mean, I hope to do that here. I want to do this every Thursday, and maybe I need to start bringing. I don't think she is kidding though. It is cool to have, and it's fun if it's, calibrated correctly, that it will give you some results, but will it read everything? No. There's a lot that it doesn't read. I'm not so keen that it has like, could be this, or this. And if you don't know what this, or this looks like, what's the point? Get what I'm saying? Uh-oh. What's Gina saying now? Oh, come on, phone. My other device. I really need to get... Wait a second. It's funky with CZs. Oh. I know that it doesn't help, but I don't want to like, I told you I'm going to see. But I mean, that's the tea on the Presidium. Not crazy about them. Much easier, much cheaper to buy a cheap microscope, or really, high powered jeweler's loupe. You can spot a lot with one of them. And, you know, find your gemstones and work part-time even for, you know, go in and work for a jeweler just so you can handle them. Just so they can teach you and tell you. I've had the benefit of working for a family jeweler. I think it was I think I was 15 because my parents had to drive me in. So I don't think I was even driving. And I got to learn about jewelry, fine jewelry, and costume because people brought in everything. So, and I'm old. Something you don't like to admit, but something's real. Let's see. Hi, Lisa, that girl. Why aren't we asking? Yeah, why aren't you asking questions? Come on, Peep. Everybody wanted to know now. Now everybody's being quiet. I said I was going to talk about pieces. And we were talking about amber. So let's get back to amber. Because, you know, everyone's selling amber. You know everything that's what? You know everything. That's why you're not asking. That's hilarious. That is hilarious, Gina Gay. Jesus. The person that says what she does know, she could fill a thimble full. Which is a lie, because she does know more than she lets on. She just doesn't, her brain goes blank. Because she'll say, you know what I mean. And I think I've hung out with her so long, I do know what she means, and that's frightening. Gina is a smart cookie. She just plays dumb, which I don't get. Real amber, fake amber. Okay. So Anna, anyways, Anna was showing some amber and, you know, trying to determine she used the saltwater method. And I guess the fake amber didn't float. And I mean, if it's set in metal, you can't test it that way. So that's really not a fail safe, you know, really fail proof test. Yeah, amber's another one. It's tricky. It's just something that, you know, the more that you handle it, I'm over here handling this. This is a new one. A new old piece of Russian. And it's kind of set, a lot of them are set Art Nouveau. And this one is set Art Deco. It's all big, chunky prong set. And it's adjustable. You play a doctor on TV. Oh my God. When I was in nursing, my dad used to say that. You're not a doctor and you don't play one on TV. Do I ever get kyanite? Yes. Yeah, I've had kyanite. Kyanite can be tricky. It's sometimes when it's really fine kyanite, it can pass for like a Ceylon sapphire. And if you don't know the difference between a Ceylon sapphire and the kyanite, it can really fool you. And it's knowing the inclusions in the kyanite that will, kyanite tricks the eye, but usually not the person who knows jewelry, if that makes any sense. Who's saying they can't afford jewelry? Oh, Art Deco, anything. Oh, I don't know. I have some Art Deco pieces that aren't cuckoo. I mean, and honestly, Gina knows because, you know, I do comps and I do comps for myself. I do comps for her. I do comps for a lot of people. It's, you know, a lot of sellers come to me for comps. And it's because intrinsically I've worked with a lot of it. So I know the comps. And then what I don't know, I research. So, I mean, that's when you're getting a price for me, I've thoroughly comped it. And I don't sell like at the top end. No, by no stretch of the imagination do I sell at the top end. And one thing about Gina Gay, if you give her a comp, if I give her a comp, she goes lower. I'll say, so she'll say, so what's that? And I'll say, oh, well, that one's 70. And she'll say, oh, 70? No. 55. 55 is a good number. She always goes lower. So if I know something is actually worth more, I have to like pad it a bit. Because, I mean, as sellers, this is an incredible amount of work for us. Not only do we have to source everything, I clean everything, I source everything, I clean everything, you know, you have to present it all. Then, you know, after the sale, take care of all the invoicing. You know, it's a job. Absolutely. This is a real, you know, job like I've done any other job in my life. I mean, appreciate the fact, I mean, we love jewelry and we love presenting it. And, you know, we want to bring it and show you. It is a lot of work. And I think sometimes because a lot of us make it look effortless, and people think there's not a lot of effort going into it, which could be further from the truth. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. More questions. Let's see. Let me grab my device here. Can I show an Edwardian necklace or bracelet and etc.? Hi, Anna. How are you, honey? I was just talking about you in your cool amber video. Okay, Edwardian. Do I have any Edwardian out? Edward, in a nutshell, they liked oh gosh, now you put me on a spot. This what the heck is come on guys, the little teeny tiny raised dots around the edging. Oh Lord, now I sound very intelligent, don't I? Not really. Milgrain. I know I'd get it. A lot of the Edwardian pieces, Anna, have milgrain. Those little teeny tiny dots. And actually that started with in the Georgian era. So before the Victorian era. In the late 1700s, early 1800s. Victorian started around 1860, thereabouts. But they used this milgrain edging. And in the Edwardian era, it came back. And you can see it in a lot of pieces. And you all know the difference between Georgian, Victorian, who was after George, George V, now Elizabeth II. These eras are British monarchs, if you didn't know that. So that demystifies that a bit, hopefully. Let's see, Anna. You would like want something that I didn't really pull out. I pulled out a lot of deco. I have some Art Nouveau. I mean, I'll have to bring you out. I'll have to take out some Edwardian. I don't get a lot of call for it, Anna. And that's probably why I didn't bring out an Edwardian piece. People don't really specifically say, I want to see some Edwardian jewelry. It was a bit, the Victorians were like over the top. And they did everything like, here, I'll pull out a piece of Victorian because I do have that. This is a Victorian brooch, and I kind of like things that dangle, move, you know. So that's what kind of drew my eye to it. There's the back. It's got the deep roll C. But I like Victorian because it's kind of, you know, girly, over the top, floral. And there were different eras and different periods between the Victorians. I mean, you have different styles. Etruscan is, you know, 1880s to, you know, 1880s and on. That was a archaeological dig. There was Young and Still, or the arts and crafts movement, where things got aesthetic and hard lines and clean. And then you have the romantics, where here's a piece of the romantics. This is the romantics and nouveau in the late 1800s. This is another piece that I've acquired recently, and I haven't removed any of the patina because sometimes I don't. That's a little bit rusted through there, but you know, it's still beautiful, even with its weathered and patina. I love the segmented body. It's just a cool piece. Let's see. What else could I show that's earlier? This is Bohemian, Czechoslovakian Bohemian, and one of my favorites, the Dragon's Egg or Dragon Scale. Now this piece, I'll let you know, a lot of these pieces that have these divots around them, I go to a dealer that has Czech pearls and swears it's a hoard of Czech pearls, you know, old Czech pearls. And I'm showing you the piece beforehand, but I will have period Czech pearls set back into it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I love to bring it up close just so you can see the beauty in the Peking glass. Oh, Sunday, wait till you see some of the things that I got today. They're a little bit heart-stopping. It's old, Anna. You know, I know that you do like old. Oh, Christina, I mean, it's not even a patch on the Niger piece that you purchased. I mean, it's beautiful. The glass is phenomenal. I personally, you know, I like the earlier pieces as well as, you know, the deco pieces. Even its little crooked pin that I need to take and straighten out. We're going off on a tangent here. I do that. I can sit, and if I love a piece and I pick all of this out, so I love a lot of it, I'll sit there for hours and just play with my jewelry. Strange. I think we all do it though. Vanessa. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mishka, I set up an email, which is the number one, Killer Queen Vintage at Gmail. And if you need to send me something, I need to start putting that into the tags on the channel here. You definitely send it to me. Not a problem. See, Sunday, yeah, I mean, I do have some Edwardian that is fantastic, but a lot of people don't really request it. Yeah, we could do that. Invite people to send in photos and we can post them up during the live and identify them for you. That's not a problem. Includes engagement ring, which I've seen, which is a killer. Anything else? I mean, is there anything else you want to see? What else do you want to know about? Oh, what time is it? All right, we still have 30 minutes. I don't want to run into Kirsten's. Okay, Sunday. I didn't talk about what? I didn't talk about Amber. Oh, what do you want to know? How about the fact that African Amber, this fabulous African Amber, which this is a way cool necklace with glass beads. Can I show a typical brooch? Art Deco brooch. Yeah, I will. Gina was just asking me about Amber, so I'm going to finish that. Even though I can hold 2 or 3 conversations at one time, not a problem. But I will get right back to that. I was explaining about African Amber. African Amber is not amber. It's called African Amber because it was made in Africa. First, these stones were first concocted in Africa. This is actually like bakelite more than it is amber. And they said the first pieces of it were actually amber that they were stretching by adding things to it. And it wound up being like this. So that's what it looks like. And it comes in other forms. I mean, here's a darker piece of it. This is a lighter, brighter, larger piece of it. It's still very valuable. It doesn't make, it's like, I'd kind of say African Amber is like the CZ of amber. See, you have 2 cameos. I love your input. Yeah, sure. Of course you can, Millie. You can email them to me. Anna, what did you need, honey? Yeah, it is a phenolic acid. This type of amber is, it was originally a phenolic acid. Now, if it's being reproduced today, it's no longer phenolic acid because that's why we buy Bakelite, because that's phenolic acid, a phenol-based plastic, and it's no longer made. So, I mean, your pieces, you want your pieces to be vintage if you're going to if they're actually going to have a phenolic acid content. Okay, I saw the, okay. Sunday, I'm sorry, are you still talking to Anna about? No, absolutely. Actually, for Valentine's Day and the month of February, I'm going to have a lot of cameos and, romantic pieces. And Gina Gay's color of love and passion is purple. Mine is pink. We all have our color. Okay, a typical, I would say, when you ask for a typical Art Deco brooch, I think something that I think of when someone says a typical Art Deco brooch would be marcasite. And marcasite's set in, you know, a fanciful setting. This is an Art Deco brooch. This is an Art Deco brooch that was made in England out of a material. This isn't silver. It's like Stay Bright or Shiny Bright, or it's chrome. Decos loved it that era. They loved chrome. This is a costume deco bracelet. And Anna, when you're asking about clasp, do you see, hi D, do you see that box clasp and how smart they were to put that little arrow on it? And I mean, this thing's 100 years old and it still snaps. And I mean, yes, the rhinestones have yellowed a bit in it. But, I mean, this is a very typical Art Deco piece of costume. The chrome finish, the geometrical design. The mill grain is carried over from the Edwardian. Because designs carry over. We still use mill grain. My wedding ring has mill grain. I was showing Sunday, this is a deco, a piece of check deco. How the back is all finished out. And of course, all check glass. And of course, chrome. All chromed out. And Anna, it's got the, now this would be probably 1930s. It's got the spring ring with the lever, you know, the slot where it kind of pulls back. It doesn't have the spring. It is a beautiful piece of costume. And something I want to tell you about check. Now, I've left check for a long time. I have a lot of people ask me, is it say Czechoslovakia on the spring, or does it say Czechoslovakia on the back, or not all pieces were marked. I mean, a lot of the hardware, you can do your own research on that. I've done extensively. Not all pieces were marked Czechoslovakia. It really just takes, I mean, this piece is, there's no way you could deny it. But some pieces are close because a lot of this glass, even the Czechoslovakian glass, the Venetian glass, British, a lot of it came from Britain. Brits were very innovative in glass making. And a lot of places took, like Vauxhall glass, the mirrored back glass. It's synonymous for being Czech, but it's really not. It's British. And I'm not singing British praises because I live here. It's just, those are facts. This one, this is definitely deco. No, this is what Anna would call an unsigned beauty. I have Crown Safari pieces from the same era. But I love how they look at the stamping. I mean, it looks like a lyre. You know, L-Y-R-E, not L-I. Lyre, lyre, pants on fire. That's definitely a fur clip. Or a shoe clip. I mean, you wouldn't want to put it on a dress. That would ruin a fabric. But, I mean, it's beautiful, and you could put it on pearls, or you could put it on a fur, or you could put it on, you know, faux fur, whatever you want to do with, just to have a little bit of bling and beauty. But, there's only one. Boo-hoo. Okay, another piece that, unless someone asked me to bring it, I'm going to probably keep it for February because I have a lot of amethyst. I like to do that. Birthstones. I kind of grew up in that era where we had birthstones. And if you had your birthstone, it was something special. These are all carved amethyst roses. And 935, which denotes that it's usually vintage and German. Not me, but Mexico used it, Germany used it, 935. A lot of artisans use it. And this doesn't have, I'm Catholic, so I know this doesn't have the right amount of beads. It's not a rosary, but there's a Mary, Queen of Heaven. And then there's more chain. And then there's this cross with cabochon amethyst. Stunning, stunning, stunning. See, I'm getting distracted by my own jewelry. Oh, I told you, Sunday. I got some gorgeous stuff. I haven't even showed you the best. Okay. Thanks. That was my next question. Wait a minute. Let me go back. I got carried away. Oh, Anna loves clips. I love them too. People had time to had someone dress them. I can't put a bracelet on myself unless it's a box clasp or, I have arthritis in my hands. My husband, bless him, jewelry on for me. How Gina just like grabs a piece and she's like maneuvering and putting it, clasp, I'm going to clasp this here. And, oh, look at this. You're going to see me. Wait, my hands, let's pull back there. It's just a little too close. That was just a little too intimate. You'll see me, like, I'll, here's me. That's my trick. I put it on my wrist. Because I can't sit there and fiddle with that clasp. Is that woman saying, ain't nobody got no time for that? What was your next question? Do you know the paper clip, bringing it over so you can clasp it yourself? My trick that I really like is, sounds like what? A YouTube video Sunday. Y'all know that. What is Sunday talking about? Oh, it was Sunday that said the paper clip trick. How you use a paper clip to bring one end of the bracelet into the other. Or yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's a jeweler's trick too. Well, apparently Sunday's going to make us a video and we'll all watch it and learn. If you're not to her channel, you should be. How about a deco mosaic? Now, of course, this is not micro mosaic. Purist will tell you it's a mini mosaic. But how about a deco one? Now, this one I can handle. At least I think I can. I can if I'm looking at it right. There we go. It just slides up. Josie Butterfly Kisses. Can I please send you some pics of amber jewelry and an old ring I bought? Maybe I can get some idea of Asian type of jewelry from you. Yes, of course you can. #1 Killer Queen. Can you put that in Sunday? #1 Killer Queen Vintage. Mail.com. The #1 Killer Queen Vintage at gmail.com. Yeah, and Sunny had a great idea to bring them in, and the next jewelry school we could talk about it. How about some early Czech screwbacks? Look at that. It'll take Sunday 2 seconds. But thank you, Gina. I know you would. You put my link in Tanya's chat. Bless you. Are we getting anything else done here? Do you want to know how to identify the difference between rock crystal and quartz crystal? I mean, the biggest difference is ice cold. The facets in rock crystal are so sharp that they'll actually cut glass, scratch glass. And if the facet fractures, then it's not rock cut. And the difference that you can tell between rock crystal and glass and crystal, number one being the weight. It's handling the jewelry. The weight of glass is going to be the lightest. Crystal is going to be heavier than quartz most times. But quartz is going to be colder than the other two. Absolutely no problem, Josie. I mean, those are probably the key points when you're dealing with a crystal necklace. It's handling the jewelry, learning the jewelry, and that's how you know. That's how you get to know. What are we on time here? We're getting close, guys. And we all got to hop over to Kirsten's live Buy It Now. Let's see. Oh, here's, here's, clear this off. Here's, and also a new deco piece I picked up. If this doesn't scream Art Deco, Chrysler building, and this one has, I had a piece last week. It had a little teeny bit of condition issues, but you know, I'm like, 100 years old, come on. But this one, I swear to God, this sat in Grandma's or Great Aunt Lulu's box for 100 years. And again, it's got the spring ring with the drawback. Oh, somebody smack that bot. If you would, please. Let's see. What else can I drag out for you? Thank you. Pulls like rock crystal orbs. Yeah, only the round crystal go backwards. To learn about the different stones would be books. To learn about the site of different stones, yes. Reading a book will help you identify things by sight. Go into your local jewelry store. Ask to see things. Ask to handle things. They're usually very accommodating because they want to sell. Yeah, well, no, a true pool of light won't be drilled. A true pool of light will be, cradled in something. Yeah, they're never strong. They're never drilled. That comes from who believe that draining or drilling the stone actually, that orb that circle was power. And to drill that would drain that power. So when they came up with the pools of light jewelry, I mean, it was the Chinese that came up with it. And the late Victorians, early decos ran with it and started wrapping these pools of light in silver. They're magical. Don't start me down that rabbit path. I desperately want one. A big, long strand. Oh, thank you. What is Michigan's geology teacher many years ago? And he's a different type of rocks. Oh, yeah, well, there are some people who just don't find that mysticism in, having a certain piece of jewelry. It's, to them, it's just a rock. And then there are other people it just moves you. I'm not a total amethyst fan, but I've found some pretty gorgeous ones lately. You get lost in those facets in this Art Deco silver. Or I'll get lost in them because I'll sit there and play with it. Let's see. We don't have much time left. What else? Night, Lisa. Hi, Emily. A lot of old jade and nephrite with holes drilled in the top and bottom, not for stringing. Had to do with hardness. Oh, yeah. Jade's soft. I don't know if you all know that. It is not a hard gem. It's actually soft, and it has like a waxy luster. And that's why really good jade, when you look at it, it almost looks like water rippling. Kyanite stones, yes, kyanite can fool you. That is a sapphire. The color of amethyst make it more expensive. Okay, this stone would be called like a rose de France. And it's just the color of the amethyst. That's a pale amethyst. I mean, I have amethyst from Africa that are just deep purple. And then I have, it's where the gem is from. Now, when you have a really, one that's like lavender, it's geological where it is. It's not that it's a bad stone or a good stone. Rose de France is just, it is a beautiful color. I mean, a colorway. They're of course, they're not all the same color, but because it's almost diachroic, where it would have two colors in it. And it has pink and, pinky and purple flashes. And then you have some amethyst that I swear it's like tanzanite. It's almost, trichroic. Tanzanite has three colors. I mean, if you want purple, then, if you want fantastic purple, then you go tanzanite. I love that tanzanite presents with red and blue flashes. But, and there's me, and I'm not a total purple person, but hey. We've got 5 more minutes. What do we want to do for 5 minutes? Besides chit chat. Can I show Sunday my new piece? Sunday just got a necklace that's sort of like this. And I was like really gel. Okay, we'll do the Sue reveal here. Well, these are pressed glass. And you can see crystal. I'm going to have it restrung. I'm a total purist. Honest to God, I will take something on a loose string before I restring it. But this one, someone like did mend and make do. And there is actually blue thread on this side. Oh no, Sunday, hang on. Hang on, Sunday, hang on. She is marked Czech. She is marked Czechoslovakia. It's the back. So, when I bought this piece today, I was out with one of my friends. We were sourcing. And we went to lunch. And I brought my UV light with me. Something told me, well, I always bring my UV light really when I go on the hunt. So, shall we hit the lights? Okay, go away, you. She's uranium. We were in this beautiful restaurant in Dartmouth, and it was an old Tudor building. I have to look up the name. It's like Bay Cove or something. So you guys can look it up online. It was beautiful. Interior, exterior, building from the 1600s, but it was kind of dark in there. And when I hit that UV light, it just like lit up the table. She gasped. She was like, my God, what is that? I said, it's geranium glass. So, yep, that's my new beauty. She needs a little work, but she'll be perfect one day. And I'm hiccuping, sorry. It is beautiful. I'll have difficulty parting with it. I have difficulty parting with any of the Niger pieces. And we're going to have to do a whole school on them. Norbert and Max Niger. Because they're just near and dear to my heart. And I think once you hear their story and you hear all about them and see a lot of their jewelry, if you're not already moved by them, you will be. Oh wait, who's showing big rocks? Who has jewelry? Where did my comments go? Was Kirsten's on a half hour ago? I thought she was on at oh, okay. Okay, she left to get ready. Okay. Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely go into the story of the Nigers. And I mean, you don't have to wait for me to tell you this story. Look it up for yourself. I was supposed to show you, I'll show you a proper preview video tomorrow. I've told Sunday and Gina and I've talked about it. I'm going to move to Friday evenings at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time from Saturdays. So, hopefully I'll see y'all there tomorrow. Maybe there should be, what? Sunday, I can't see this. It's my pleasure to come in and teach you and answer your questions and help you figure things out. You know, if you're lost, I'll help you find your way. A quiz on Niger Brothers. Oh my gosh, what are we going to have school and then have a quiz? Who's going to turn up for that? All right. So I'm going to end this so we can all head over and see Kirsten for a while. Did I say Kirsten? We'll see your Kirsten. We'll donate a prize. Oh, I'll definitely donate a prize if people want to do it. But anyways, I'm going to end this, go hang out with Kirsten for a bit, and then I'm going to crawl back into bed. Yeah, I'm the same way, Melly. I have to know everything about it. I'm obsessed, and that's why I sit on here and talk about things for hours while I'm selling, because I get sidetracked because somebody asked me about it. But I want to thank you all for coming, and get your questions ready. I know this was a pop-up, but get your questions, send your photos in. You know, let me know what you want to know, and I'll try and help you with that. Oh, I have to mention my niece. My God, today is her birthday. Rebecca Marie Cardona. Doesn't she sound like a little Italian girl? Her husband's Puerto Rican, but anyway, not Italian. Happy birthday. Aunt Dana loves you. We're going to chat next time, and maybe next time we'll do it longer, unless Kirsten's having another sale. And, well, she probably will be. Oh, poo. Maybe we'll have to do this another time. Anyways. Oh, wait a minute. The synthetic and the natural ruby. I hope I explained that for you, Dee. And if not, we'll go into it a bit more. But let's all head on over to Kirsten's. Anyway, thank you for coming, and see you all soon. I'll see you all tomorrow. And I'll do a proper preview tomorrow morning, and I'll put it up, and you guys can see what I'm going to bring. Thank you all for being here. Have a great evening. God bless, and let's go see Kirsten. Bye.